Okay, what I'm going to show you is how to properly clean a double hung. The screens are out on this double hung. Some windows will have screens, some will not. With screens in the windows, we do dust those screens and we wipe the frame around those screens so the homeowner has a screen without any mold or dirt when we replace it. So let me show you some basic things that we're going to do. When you come up to a homeowner's window, there may be personal items that are in front or around, furniture, curtains, whatever the case may be. You just want to be gentle with it. Move what needs to be moved, leave what you can work around. Personal pictures, lay those flat. Those are easy to topple over. If there's lamps that are next to beds, it's good to move those out of the way just so you don't knock them. If there's any concern that you have that you may knock something over, move it. It's always better to be safe with a homeowner's property. Okay, for example, here we have some artwork and some glass work. We're just going to move this out of the way. And get this, I'm just going to lay this down here. With every double hung that we do, we from the inside anyways, when it's an in and out service, we clean the bottom sash. So what that means is we're going to clean, see how this is what you'll normally run into. If you can show this, there'll be dirt and bug stuff on the bottom of the sill. You're just gonna towel clean that out. You're gonna knock that outside. If there was a screen on this window, you would have removed the screen. The way that you remove the screens, generally speaking, is almost all double hungs the lower sash. This is an upper and lower. The lower sash is gonna have a spring-loaded release system. You're gonna release it. That screen would be here. You'll have clips. You'll release the clips, bring that screen inside. You can leave that screen in place before you bring it inside and just dust down the field of the screen. Bring it in, place it to the side, and then now you're going to wipe and clean the bottom sash, but you're also going to clean the bottom of the double hung sash that's movable, because once you clean this, but when you close it, it'll get dirty again. So you got to clean this bottom section. And again, you're going to just knock that all outside. The customer can request a track detailing, and that's when we would come in with a vacuum. We'd use our small hand tools and just clean out this edge more thoroughly. But for that, that's an actual add-on. So after we've cleaned out the bottom sash, we can re-close it, and then we can begin the washing process. So for the washing process, it's a little different than the commercial glass. You're gonna pre-wet the glass, then you're gonna towel the edge. Then you're gonna take your primary tool for residential is gonna be your 12-inch. You get better control with the 12-inch. Again, you're gonna start in the field for your S-curve. You're just gonna clean that frame. Your eyes traveling up where you just cleaned, and you're gonna roll over. You shouldn't need to dry the edge if you properly towel the edge. I see a couple marks. I'm gonna just towel that edge. You do not want any water residue on the edges. And then this can get a little messy. This is where you're gonna towel. You're gonna towel right around the locking mechanisms. You know, towel that up. You want to make sure that the window's locked. Depending on the age of the window, the gasketing between the two sashes may have failed or may be compromised. If you do not lock it, when you wash this top sash, water may go in between those two panes and you may get drips on the exterior of this bottom sash. That's why it's important to lock the window after you clean it. Lock that so you don't have that problem. Now you're gonna get your corners, pre-towel the edge. The pre-toweling is nice because you don't have to worry about having a bone dry towel. You can have a damp towel to still get the job done. Corner to corner. Roll it. Then you're going to dry that bottom sash. Okay. If you notice after you wash the window that there's some bug spots, you're going to take your steel wool and you're just going to steel wool out those little spots. You can use your towel if your towel is extremely dry and you feel safe with it. The steel wool is a go-to. Do not use a scraper on residential glass. If you're thinking you need to scrape something, try first with the steel wool and see if that's able to remove it. Generally speaking, the steel wool is going to take care of it. So once you're done washing this window, what you need to do is you need to replace the screen. Now, if the exterior is still needing to be cleaned, you're gonna have to wait and then roll back into the room that you're working in and then reinstall the screen. We're just gonna assume that this window's already been cleaned on the outside and the screen would go back in. Great, we're done here. So the final thing you need to do is put the homeowner's items back where you found them. Okay, and that is a clean double hung window.